Hello again. The thumbnail to this video shows what I've been up to today, which was a 15-mile hike taking in Caldy, Pen y Fan and Cribyn, just three mountains in the Brecon Beacons. The mountain which may be seen on the left of me in this picture is Cribyn. I realised that I look rather like a reconstruction of Otzi the Iceman, the prehistoric man whose mummified body was found in the Alps a few years ago. But there we are. Age takes its toll on us all. I had been planning to talk about the glories of the mountains and so on, but I thought I might instead say a few words about the monumentally weird comments which appeared this morning, in which I was accused of claiming falsely that I had passed my 11 plus. Another comment here was by somebody asking what qualifications I had, which is a very, very strange question indeed to see on YouTube. And I think this kind of thing needs some explanation. Because those who find my views infuriating have pretty well run out of rational ways and means of debating the topics I raise, they have fallen back, not just on the comments here, but also elsewhere on YouTube, to personal attacks. These include my age, my supposedly feeble state, the fact that I'm not a bodybuilder, the allegation that I have no formal education, and in particular the claim that I failed my 11 plus. The fact that I use grammar and syntax is also, it seems, a black mark against me, for it suggests that I am actually concealing a working class background. The 11 plus used to be a big deal, of course, in the 1950s and 1960s, and people who went on to secondary moderns were sometimes looked down upon by those who attended grammar schools after passing their 11 plus. I'm bound to say it must be at least 50 years since I've heard anybody use this as a taunt, though, as in, who didn't pass his 11 plus? It was quite nostalgic seeing somebody say this in the comments here. Some of those who dislike my views have taken to doxing me, as it is known, which means that they scour the internet, trying to come up with information, any scraps of information on me. They troll through Facebook, Twitter, and all over the place, anything at all they can find. This is rather a creepy way to carry on, of course, but some people do get a little obsessive like this about authors. Anybody remember the film Misery? Although the people that are currently doxing me are probably not my number one fans. Anyway, one of these people found a comment which I had made in a local newspaper about 10 years ago, in which I mentioned that I left school at the age of 15. This is perfectly true. I was at a grammar school which felt that I was not perhaps, how shall I put it, taking full advantage of the education on offer. And since the school leaving age was 15 at that time, they encouraged me to leave when I reached the age of 15. I did so and went to a technical college to study for A-levels. There is something slightly alarming that people would delve so deep into my past, and it is definitely disturbing that having unearthed such a comment of mine, they would then weave this into a silly story that I've not been properly educated. 11 plus indeed. This has prompted others to ask that I provide my CV online, which I'm probably not going to be doing. If these lunatics are already scouring back issues of the Epping Forest Guardian from a decade ago to see what they can find out about me, Lord only knows what they were doing if I provided them with any further information on my background. And talking of my background, my social background that is, something else which is, it seems, a black mark against me. I make no bones at all about admitting freely that my background could hardly be more working class. I'm sorry to say this, but there it is. One of my grandfathers was a blacksmith and the other a drayman, and then later a bus driver. A drayman was a fellow who delivered barrels of beer to pubs by means of a horse and cart. For those unfamiliar with the job title, I've got a photograph of my grandfather in the 30s sitting up with on the cart with the horse drawing beer to the local pubs. It seems to irritate people, and this ties in with my supposed lack of education, that I speak clearly and I use words consisting of more than a single syllable. This, it is suggested, is a cunning way of concealing my humble origins. As I say, as soon as I see people talking about the fact that my arms are slender or my hair grey, or the way that I enunciate words rather than engaging with the topic about which I'm speaking, I can be fairly sure they have no answer to what I'm saying. I hope that normal people watching this do not find it too dull to listen to this. It's just that I thought I needed to explain why the subject of the 11 plus was being raised here. Normal service, that is to say discussions of subjects which matter to normal people, will resume tomorrow.